and gentlemen, welcome to the season finale, the final race of Season 2. We are ready for the Snickers Cup Series final chase race to take place, in which we will crown ourselves Season 2 Snickers Cup Series champion. Already we've got 2 new champions for this season as opposed to last season, joining the ranks of names such as Dougie Shears, Matthew Rodriguez, and Robert Band. We've got Jake Rogers, who won the Oreo Truck Series championship in his rookie season, and then Timmy Pacioli pulling off the major upset yesterday, winning his first ever Mobile One Cup Series championship. Who's going to be the champ today? Have no idea, but we're going to get to the starting lineup right now, and then we'll set the chase scenarios coming into today's race, as only 5 drivers are eligible to become the champion this season. Well, Dougie Shears has clinched himself a spot in next year's Bud Shootout with the pole here today at Zen Joltis, and he'll start off alongside of a driver he'll face there as well, Jack Richards, who gets in due to the fact that he is in the chase this season, so we'll see him in Season 3 in the Bud Shootout as well. John Dillon will line up there in third. Alongside him is going to be Joshua Courier. And then you got John Worry alongside of James McLeod, who is battling it out today with Jonathan Morris for Rookie of the Year in the Snickers Cup Series. T.O. Bain going to line up alongside of Shane Green. Jake Berg alongside of Kenny McCurry. Then you got Arnold Columbia lined up beside of Jack Nathan. Adam Chambers, the points leader coming into this race, a 15-point advantage over Timmy Pacioli, lines up alongside of John Brace. Jacob Cook going to line up alongside of Noel Stiller. He is another of those 5 drivers eligible to win the championship here today. He and Chambers are the 2 so far that we've gone over, and this is another one. Jared Crocious, he is another driver eligible. That's now, what, 3 of the 5 that are eligible to win the championship. Going further back, there's Devin Wilson on the high side, James Bald alongside of Matthew Rodriguez. Patrick Murphy lines up beside of Alex Lozano, with Vincent Marsh beside of Cody Poe, rather. Anthony McCurry alongside of Ray Wilson. He is the last guy eligible to win the championship, but he comes in a good 40 points back. That pretty much means he has to win the race and everybody else has to finish in 35th or worse. Evan Nugent going to line up alongside of Timmy Pacioli. Pacioli is the last of the 5 drivers eligible to win the championship. Comes in only 15 points behind points leader Adam Chambers. The rest of the field looks like this. Christian James alongside of Trent Whitney. Ziggy Bain will line up beside of Daniel Schwab. Ryan Acosta alongside of Felix Harris. Then it's Sean Galligan with Angel D'Souza. Robert Band alongside of Adam Rose. Then it's Connor Breton by Harold Columbia. And Nick Eggleston and Jonathan Morris round out the rest of the field. Jonathan Morris, remember I mentioned, racing for that Rookie of the Year against James McLeod here today. And he's starting all the way back in 42nd. So he's got quite a hill to climb in order to be able to be Rookie of the Year. James McLeod's been on a little bit of a skid as of late, not put together some very good finishes, and so he may be in jeopardy here today of losing out on being the Season 2 Rookie of the Year. Well, so far we've ended up having it be that the champion and Rookie of the Year have not been the same person. Jake Rogers ended up taking the Oreo Truck Series championship, but Rookie of the Year went over to John Dillon. Champion in the Mobile One Cup Series was Timmy Pacioli, but Devin Wilson took the Rookie of the Year there, and we will have the same here today because all 5 of the drivers that are competing for the championship here are not rookies. So Dougie Shears, Jack Richards, John Dillon, and Joshua Courier will get us underway. The green flag is out. 4 makes in the top 4 to start off the final race of the Season 2. Well, for those of you that are looking forward to Season 3, hope you'll look at the end of this video where we'll be showing you the events that are going to take place at the beginning of Season 3 at Daytona, as Dougie Shears continues to lead the way here. John Dillon right behind. Dillon has not got a victory yet this season, and he's been looking for one. They line up there. We're going to keep tabs on 5 drivers today. Adam Chambers, Timmy Pacioli, Ray Wilson, Jared Crocious, and Noel Stiller. Here we go. Battles on for the lead. John Dillon down low. He's got drafting help. It comes in the form of Jake Berg and Arnold Columbia. Up high, Dougie Shears has T.O. Bain, John Worry, and Kenny McCurry lined up, but inside line is going to prevail. We're looking for that neon green car of Adam Chambers. There he is in the middle line, right behind the red car of Kenny McCurry. Anybody around him that's making a pass doesn't look like it right now. Chambers, though, is starting to slip to the back. Front row motorsports teammates working behind Jacob Cook there. Patrick Murphy and James Bald both drafting each other. As John Dillon will lead the way. He did lead that time. Look at the speeds. 217 miles an hour around this amazing restrictor plate track. It's brought about some great finishes. It's brought about some exciting championship races. And we may be in store for another one here today as we have another battle for the lead. Jake Berg to the inside of John Dillon. Jake Berg in the 20 will be back in that ride next season. A lot of drivers making their moves for Season 3 rides and everything. They are almost 6 wide back there. Jared Crocious was right in the middle of that. One of our championship contenders. But they all keep it clean off this turn as Arnold Columbia now is going to use that inside line to take the lead. No! They are 5 wide for the lead. D'Souza takes the inside line. James Baldwin was in that 5 wide battle. Oh, Harold Columbia gets into Adam Rose. Did they save it though? No, they didn't. Into the wall they go. Columbia, Jacob Cook as D'Souza leads in the line. Pace car will come out. There's Ziggy Bain involved. Jake Berg. James McLeod is hit once again. Jake Berg. Jacob Cook. But McLeod, the guy who's contending for Rookie of the Year, is involved once again. John Dillon has damage. So does Jack Richards. T.O. Bain. There's our pole sitter, Dougie Shears. Heavy front end damage to that Red Bull Toyota. And the contact started when Harold Columbia made some contact with Adam Rose. And it was just on from there. Let's take a look at a replay. Now the contact we know started the car on your right side. That green car of Adam Rose made contact with Harold Columbia. We may be able to see it. I don't know. No, we're not going to get to see it. But we do know that it sent him, the 8 car of Adam Rose, up the racetrack right there on the left side of your screen. See him make contact with Ziggy Bain up into Jacob Cook. Jake Berg nowhere to go. Arnold Columbia took an awfully hard hit. John Dillon got a piece of it as well. Look at Adam Chambers on the left side of your screen. That neon green car get through. Dougie Shears, heavy damage. Jared Crocious just got by. John Worry and T.O. Bain kind of were held up there. And it looks like, yeah, Columbia was up and on his side. Jake Berg was involved. Jack Richards, James McLeod. And literally riding the wall was the Caterpillar Chevrolet of Arnold Columbia. So that was a rather wild ride for Columbia. Why don't we go on board with a 31? See what he saw. We're riding on board with the Caterpillar Chevrolet of Arnold Columbia. Watch this. I guarantee you, everyone that was watching this video turned their head to the side. Well, pit stop's about to be made. These drivers having to make a pit stop due to the fact that we have 21 laps of racing here as opposed to the 16 laps we had in the Oreo Truck Series finale. D'Souza, Bald, Morris, Columbia, they're coming down pit road. A few drivers actually did stay out, so they're playing a little bit of pit strategy here early. But we'll watch this as I'm also seeing Patrick Murphy coming down pit road along with his front row motorsports teammate Nick Eggleston. And we'll now switch it over to our pit road camera and see who else is going to be making their pit stops as we are currently under the caution flag. While this is going on, we'll see if we can figure out who stayed out. Looks like quite a few cars actually stayed out, maybe 12 cars or so. See if I can tell who they are when they go by. Looks like Daniel Schwab, Christian James, Anthony McCurry, Devin Wilson, Noel Stiller, Jared Crocious, and Timmy Pacioli, 2 championship contenders, staying out as well. And we only have 1 car listed as out of the race, and that's Arnold Columbia. Everybody else, I don't know if they've been able to make repairs or not, but here comes the Feeding time at the zoo. Dougie Shears coming off pit road. Or no, he isn't. Nope, Jonathan Morris is the leader. James Bald, Patrick Murphy, and then a big battle there between like 4 or 5 cars. And there's our points leader, Adam Chambers, coming off quite a ways there back in the field. So that may not play out in his benefit. James McLeod, John Dillon on pit road, but McLeod's now taking off pit road. Looks like John Dillon will do the same, and also back there I think that's Jacob Cook coming off pit road. Dougie Shears, our pole sitter, also came in and made a pit stop. Let's go back to green. Alright, so we're about to go back to green on lap 7 of 21, and here's the reports we've got. It looks like the cars out are Ziggy Bain, Jake Berg, and Arnold Columbia. I believe that's the cars that are out, and that is indeed the case. And we're about to go back green flag racing, so let's go through the field and show you who's running where. Daniel Schwab leads the way. Christian James lines up at second. Anthony McCurry third. Kenny McCurry there in fourth, and Devin Wilson is in fifth. Noel Stiller right now is in the 6th position. Stiller came in 26 points back, so right now he is not the points leader, but he's putting together a good run right now. Shane Green there in 7th. 8th is Joshua Courier. 9th is Cody Poe. And in 10th runs Jared Croshish. Jack Nathan is up in 11th. 12th is Timmy Pacioli. 13th position is John Brace. 14th is John Worry. Jack Richards 15th. 16th is Jonathan Morris. James Bald is in 17th. 18th Patrick Murphy. Ray Wilson 19th. And 20th is Nick Eggleston. 21st, Angel D'Souza, Evan Nugent. 22nd, 23rd is Robert Band. 24th is Connor Breton. 25th, Ryan Acosta. 26th is Adam Chambers. Right now, I think he would have a 2-point advantage over Timmy Pacioli in the standings right now. It's awfully close. Felix Harris is 27th. 28th, Matthew Rodriguez. Alex Lozano, 29th. Sean Galligan runs in 30th. 31st is Vincent Marsh. 32nd is Adam Rose. 33rd position is Dougie Shears. 34th is Trent Whitney. 35th, Harold Columbia. T.O. Bain in 36th. 37th is James McLeod. 38th is John Dillon. 39th, Jacob Cook. And that's the field right now. The cars out of the race, as I mentioned. Jake Berg, Ziggy Bain, and Arnold Columbia. Well, Jonathan Morris in the 60 is running fairly well on the racetrack right now. I think he was running back around the 13th position, if I remember correctly. But right now, he would be Rookie of the Season over James McLeod. But McLeod is still in this race, so if Morris met some problems, then very easily McLeod could drive on by and win Rookie of the Season. But he's been hit once again by bad luck today, involved in the first wreck of the day. Had problems at Talladega, and if I remember correctly, even had problems the race before that at Texas. So McLeod really needs to have a good finish today. Pretty much he needs to just finish ahead of Jonathan Morris. Well, we got 2 Fords, and then we got 2 Chevys, that's being the McCurry brothers. And then we got another Ford and Devin Wilson. Daniel Schwab, he's been to victory lane already this season. So has Christian James, so has Anthony McCurry. I believe Kenny McCurry is the first driver in 4th who has not yet got a victory this season in the Snickers Cup Series, yet he made the chase due to his consecutive finishes, not to his wins. But we'll go back to green flag racing now, and we're back underway. Cars from positions, well, I can probably tell you right now, cars from positions 16th on back made pit stops that last time by. That means that the drivers from 1st to 15th are on older tires. We'll have to watch Jonathan Morris, the first guy who came off pit road, see if he'll be able to pick his way through the field rather easily. As they are starting to race for the lead already, Daniel Schwab about to feel the pressure. It's Kenny McCurry downstairs with help from Devin Wilson. Anthony McCurry gets moved up to the way high side, no drafting help, and he'll slip to the back very quickly. You see Timmy Pacioli there, that number 92, our Mobile One Cup Series champion, wants to go 2 for 3, as he was in all 3 chases for the championships. Didn't get it done in the Oreo Truck Series Championship. Got it done, though, in the Mobile One Cup Series Championship, and he wants to be the first ever Mobile One Cup Series and Snickers Cup Series champion in the same year. He's got quite a task ahead of him, though. He's got 15 points he's got to make up on Adam Chambers, and then he's got to finish 1 position better and end up getting the championship that way by 1 point. If he could lead a lap, it really would help the 92 out. If he could lead a lap here. But the lead lap is led by Kenny McCurry, and now Pacioli starting to feel the pressure back there. John Worry, James Bald, Anthony Curry starting to gang up there on that low side. Where is our points leader, Adam Chambers, running as of right now? Unofficially, last time by, he crossed the line in the 23rd position, which means that right now, Timmy Pacioli would be the points leader. Chambers maybe just waiting, maybe just biding his time, but I'll tell you what, if he's running there near the end of the race, he's going to start feeling the pressure. There you see Jonathan Morris in the 60. He's currently running very well. Where is he? Let's see if I can find him. There he is. Currently was crossed the line in the 17th position, as James McLeod has kind of lost the groove here, lost the draft, and so he's slipping back. That could open the door for Jonathan Morris to pull off an upset in the rookie race and win Rookie of the Year. Meanwhile, back up front, though, it is still Kenny McCurry out in front, looking for his first Snickers Cup Series victory. But the same can be said for the guy challenging down low, Shane Green. Now, you gotta wonder if Adam Chambers, Timmy Pacioli, Ray Wilson, these guys, if they were down talking with their teammates, talking with other drivers, making alliances for this race. In other words, hey, if I push you, will you push me so that way I can win the championship and you can win the race? You gotta wonder if that kind of strategy was going on. Seemed like Robert Band and Arnold Columbia were doing that very thing in the Oreo Truck Series race 2 days ago. But Shane Green leads the way. Now he's going to get a challenge down low. Nope. Fellow Ford, James Ball, going to move in there, tucked behind. And look at there, right behind Pacioli. Who is it? It's Adam Chambers. He wants to keep Pacioli in his sights. If he finishes right behind Pacioli, he's still the champion. So what Chambers has to do is stay out of trouble and keep within distance of that 92. Now he's going to get to the inside of Pacioli. Chambers, Pacioli, side by side, not only racing for position, but racing for a championship. Shane Green, though, leads the way in that number 21, looking for his first career Snickers Cup Series win. But James Ball going to get to his inside and along John Silver's Ford. Angel D'Souza, who led under that first caution flag, had to come down pit road, has started now to pick her way through the field once again. And Chambers has gotten by Pacioli. If Chambers, if this race finished right now, Chambers would be the champion. And Chambers has got some pressure, but not quite as much as other drivers did coming into their championship races. Chambers has got a nice 15-point cushion, but look at Noel Stiller. Look who he's got in tow. Earnhardt Ganassi racing teammate Alex Lozano. Definitely an alliance there between teammates, as Stiller is trying to chase a championship. Stiller comes into this race, third in the standings, 26 points out. So he is trying to win the championship here like Pacioli did in the Mobile One Cup Series race. Right now, though, Pacioli and Adam Chambers are stuck up on the high side. New leader, that is Noel Stiller in the 42. Rather surprised, though, to see him jump up to the high side there. I would have expected him to stay down low with his teammate. Now he comes down, picks up the draft once again of Lozano, but now Lozano gets moved out of line by Ryan Acosta. Right now, Noel Stiller's got to be one of the most unhappiest drivers on the racetrack, knowing now that his teammate's been moved up to the high side. He's going to try and get the draft from him, what he can right there, and now he's got to get the draft from Ryan Acosta rather than his teammate, Alex Lozano. Here come the two other championship contenders we were talking about, Ray Wilson and Jared Crocious. They're drafting together up that inside line, as Pacioli and Adam Chambers have now found the middle grooves, no longer rim riding on the high side. They're trying to work their way back up to the front. Pacioli is currently running in the third groove, and in the fourth groove is where we find Adam Chambers, but there are some drivers all the way up in the fifth and sixth grooves here, so they're picking up positions nonetheless. While this battle rages on, let's take a look at our rookie race. Jonathan Morris, I see caught up there on the high side. Last time by, he crossed in 6th. Where did James McLeod cross in the 00? Needs to cross in a good position, but he is a long ways back in 39th. He may have lost this Rookie of the Year win right there after getting caught up in that wreck. Here's Trent Whitney all over the back bumper of the Noel Stiller machine. Whitney will return in that number 46 next season, and he's been putting together a pretty good string of finishes lately. Ended up picking up one of his first top, I think it was his first top 20, or else it was one of his better finishes this season. It was a top 20 finish last week at Talladega. Here comes some Richard Childress cars right behind Daniel Schwab. That's John Worry and John Brace. You know what? Richard Childress Racing almost pulled off getting all 4 cars into the chase this season, but it was just Columbia and Adam Chambers. And I'll tell you what though, John Brace and John Worry were awfully close to getting their cars into the chase. It would have been all 4 Richard Childress cars, but the odds are now only 2 out of 16 rather than 4 out of 16, but Chambers is trying to win Richard Childress Racing a championship. Trent Whitney, though, out in front. Nice to see that 46 putting together a good run here today at Zen Joltis. Going to be interesting to see what he'll bring to the table next year. And John Brace challenges for the lead, and he's got it. He's got Vincent Marsh right behind him. And then it was Angel D'Souza, but now D'Souza gets moved out of line by James Bald. Christian James there as well. Connor Breton suddenly starting to show himself up inside the top 10. And look at this again. Timmy Pacioli and Adam Chambers side by side. Pacioli has got to hate seeing that neon green number 27 right beside him, because that means that if he's in anywhere in the vicinity of his race car, Adam Chambers has won this championship. Whoa, Chambers getting awfully close to Shane Green right there. Whoa, that was awfully close. If contact had been made, Chambers may have been involved in a wreck there, and that could have taken him out of the championship picture. But meanwhile, they are still 4 and 5 abreast going into turn 3. And John Brace is going to come down, get the drafting help from his teammate, Adam Chambers in the 27. Chambers is chasing a championship. John Brace is looking for a second win. Oh, big wreck in the back. There goes Jared Crocious, one of the championship contenders. Sean Galligan and Timmy Pacioli. Pacioli is involved. Oh my goodness. There's smoke here. I can't even see through this smoke. There's some more cars wrecking. Jack Nathan, Noel Stiller, another championship contender, and Cody Poe. I saw Cody Poe involved before, and Ryan Acosta is involved as well. Smoke pouring out of the back of that UPS Ford. Ray Wilson, another championship contender, is involved. Daniel Schwab's got damaged. Jack Richards is damaged. Pacioli is able to continue, so is Jared Crocious. They crossed the stripe in 15th and 16th, so I saw them spin out, but apparently they were able to continue on. Lozano may have spun out as well. But Chambers was not involved, and he's now up in 3rd position behind John Brace and Connor Breton. We're going to probably have a shootout here to finish off this race, but let's see why we're under the caution first. Alright, we're going to try to take a look here, see where the contact was made. You know, I think Timmy Pacioli drove up into Sean Galligan. That's what it looks like to me. Felix Harris got a piece of it. Looks like what happened there also that involved Pacioli was when Galligan clipped the 11. Take a look here. I think the 11 then clipped Matthew Rodriguez, who then got a piece of Timmy Pacioli, and it spun him around. You see the 16 back there? Look at Jack Richards trying to maneuver his way through traffic. Can't do it. Noel Stiller there. There's Jared Crocious. There's Ray Wilson. Joshua Courier also got a piece of it. And look at Pacioli. He got his car righted. So did Jared Crocious. And they continue on. But then something else happened here with the 11 car, I think, of Cody Poe and Jack Nathan. Because I know Ryan Acosta was caught up in something. There's Ray Wilson. And Wilson gets more front-end damage there as he hits the Jack Nathan machine. But where is Ryan Acosta in all this? Oh, no, right in a minute. Let's rewind a little bit. Oh, Acosta got nailed by Trent Whitney. Let's see what happened to him. Oh, you know something? There was another wreck that occurred here. Yeah, everybody was checking up from that first wreck. Let's go into real time. Yeah, Felix Harris got turned. Anthony McCurry and Daniel Schwab were turned around as well. And Ryan Acosta trying to hold on to it, and he comes back up the racetrack, nails the wall, and just gets nailed by Trent Whitney. That's a bad break there for the 46, who had such a good run going. And Trent Whitney's involved, and Ryan Acosta gets nailed by the 46. Well, I'm surprised there's nobody coming down pit road. Those 12 drivers, or those 15 drivers that failed to pit the first time by have not come down. And just to show you that, the guy that ended up staying out and led them to the restart last time by, if I remember correctly, who was it? Just try to remember who it was here that stayed out. See if we can see where they're running right now. Oh, it's escaping my memory right now. Maybe the drivers have stayed out. Maybe they're involved in this. I don't know. Just bear with me here. I'm looking through here. Well, Jack Richards I know didn't pit, but I think he was involved in that wreck. Anyway, let's go to the starting line, or to the running order. But first, we'll show you the drivers that retired as a result of this wreck. Joshua Courier, Ryan Acosta, Sean Galligan, and Trent Whitney. Everybody else has continued on. John Brace leads the way. Connor Breton there in second. Adam Chambers, points leader and could be champion, runs in third. That's a great job by Chambers, just staying out in front of the rest of the competition. Shane Green in fourth. Kenny McCurry fifth. Evan Nugent sixth. Christian James runs seventh. Eighth, Devin Wilson. Ninth, Jonathan Morris. And 10th is Angel D'Souza. Jonathan Morris running there in ninth, may have the Rookie of the Year championship wrapped up. Robert Band is 11th, Vincent Marsh 12th, James Ball 13th, Alex Lozano 14th. Timmy Pacioli is back in 15th position. Right now he's 27 points back from Adam Chambers. John Worry runs 16th, 17th Matthew Rodriguez, Daniel Schwab is 18th, 19th Theo Bain, 20th Patrick Murphy, 21st is Nick Eggleston, 22nd Adam Rose, 23rd Felix Harris, 24th Harold Columbia, Ray Wilson out of the picture now, he's back in 25th. Cody Poe runs 26th. Noel Stiller is also out of the championship picture in 27th. Anthony McCurry 28th, John Dillon 29th, Jacob Cook is in 30th. Dougie Shears 31st, 32nd is James McLeod, 33rd is Jared Crocius, he is also now out of the championship picture. Jack Richards runs in 34th, and Jack Nathan in 35th. The reason that those drivers that I mentioned, Ray Wilson, Noel Stiller, Jared Crocius, are out of the championship picture is because they now, in the amount of laps that are left, cannot pick up enough spots in order to win the championship, because Timmy Pacioli and Adam Chambers are ahead of them and currently running inside the top 15, so it's pretty much unlikely that Noel Stiller, Jared Crocius, or Ray Wilson will be Snickers Cup Series champion for Season 2. But right now, the doubts are swirling on whether Timmy Pacioli can pull off another upset, because he not only came in with a 15-point deficit on the 27 of Adam Chambers, but now, heading down here with 4 laps to go, he's now 27 points back with our live points system. Green flag back out. John Brace trying to finish off the season the way he started it. He won the Daytona 500 to start off Season 2. He wants to finish off the season with a win here at Zen Joltis. And Adam Chambers moves up to the high side. Connor Breton now moves up there as well. Are they trying to work together there? I don't know. But now Chambers is going to leave Connor Breton out to dry, and he'll get back in line behind his Richard Childress Racing teammate, but not before Shane Green and Evan Nugent gang up on him down low. Now Pacioli has to get going here. He is doing so. He's working with James Ball down there on that low side, trying to catch up. He has got to finish 16 positions ahead of Adam Chambers. That is an absolute must. Well, with a lot of slower cars back there, that may not be in the cards for the 92. As now Shane Green goes back out front, but now gets a challenge from Evan Nugent. Both Chambers and Pacioli have not led a lap yet today, which means that it's all going to come down to where they finish. Evan Nugent, he's gotten a victory this season. I believe it was the second race of the season at Phoenix. And he's looking for his second career win as he crosses the stripe and leads the way. 3 laps to go. Pacioli has gotten by Adam Chambers. Chambers rim riding on the high side, trying to draft his teammate John Brace, but Pacioli has gotten by. He's now running in the 5th position. Chambers is back now unofficially in the 12th spot. Evan Nugent leads the way. Devin Wilson now moves into 2nd. Battle on for 3rd between Vincent Marsh and Angel D'Souza. And now Pacioli is going to get moved into the middle groove by Christian James. In this head pack, though, Jonathan Morris continues to run well inside the top 10. So right now, we are getting word that if Morris is able to finish in the top 10, based on where James McLeod is running, then Jonathan Morris would be Rookie of the Year in the Snickers Cup Series Season 2. Meanwhile, though, we are watching this battle for the championship as Adam Chambers and Timmy Pacioli are nose to tail going through those turns. Pacioli a groove lower than Chambers, but Chambers very much still in contention as he is right there behind the 92. What Pacioli's got to hope probably is that a big wreck could occur involving Chambers, which would take him out of the picture. Then Chambers may be able to cruise to a victory, but if Chambers is able to last till the end, Chambers has got this championship all wrapped up. Meanwhile, Devin Wilson wants to win his first career race, but he's going to try and challenge to the inside of Evan Nugent. But here comes Timmy Pacioli. Maybe it's time for crunch time for Pacioli. He may be thinking, hey, in order to beat this 27, I got to lead a lap. I got to lead a lot of laps. The most laps he can lead, though, are 2, because that's what's left. Actually make that 1.5 laps to go as they hit the back straightaway. Pacioli leads, though. Chambers rim riding on the high side there. Oh boy, oh boy. Pacioli leads, though. Connor Breton now trying to battle down low. Connor Breton nearly picked up his first NNSCRA victory last week at Talladega in the Mobile Cup Series, but was clipped at the line by Matthew McMurray. Now he gets moved into the middle groove by Jonathan Morris, who would love to not only win the Rookie of the Year, but win his first career NNSCRA race. Here's Pacioli. He's got to lead this lap here in order to close in on Chambers. Can he do it? And the answer is yes, he did lead that lap. That's a bonus point for Pacioli. White flag displayed. But Chambers has gotten back down to the inside line. So Pacioli is still in danger. And now he's getting a challenge from Connor Breton on that inside line, who's got drafting help from Jonathan Morris. Pacioli trying to block that inside line. Cannot do it. Connor Breton gets by. Breton looking for his first career win. The same for Jonathan Morris. The same for Shane Green. Those guys have never won in the NNSCRA, and they're trying to here as Pacioli's starting to get run down by Adam Chambers. Chambers running the middle groove. Pacioli running a groove higher with drafting help from Evan Nugent. Meanwhile, Connor Breton leading the way. Jonathan Morris there in 2nd, trying to wrap up Rookie of the Year. Here comes Kenny McCurry down that inside line. He'll battle it out for 3rd. And now Pacioli gets moved way up high. Chambers is coming down low. Connor Breton out of turn 4 for the final time will try and hold off Jonathan Morris. Can he do so? Yes, he can. And Timmy Pacioli is going to be not able to win the championship. Adam Chambers is your champion. Connor Breton wins his first win, gets his first NNSCRA win here at Zen Joltis in the Snickers Cup Series. Congrats to Connor Breton on winning the race, his first career NNSCRA victory, but Adam Chambers has got to be the happiest guy right now, picking up the championship. And boy, did he do it in style. 10th place for Adam Chambers. Wow. Adam Chambers wins the championship. Connor Breton wins the race. And we've gotten a report that Jonathan Morris, finishing in 2nd place, is the Season 2 Rookie of the Year for the Snickers Cup Series by 4 points over James McLeod. Wow. So Adam Chambers has finally won a championship, and he's done it in style. A great top 10 finish for the 27. Came in with a nice cushion, held it, and maybe even built on it a little bit here today. to finish off this season. Adam Chambers is your Season 2 Snickers Cup Series champ. Let's take a look now at the finishing order and then come back and see the standings.
So with the season over, here's the way the standings look. Timmy Pacioli cut it down by 3 points, but Adam Chambers still emerges victorious as the champion. And look at the gap all the way back to Noel Stiller, 46 points and counting until you get back here to 123 points where Jacob Cook was, but he did not have a good chase whatsoever. Alright, so now we're going to take and walk through the rest of the Snickers Cup Series standings. Nick Eggleston, Matthew Rodriguez, Jonathan Morris finished 19th in the standings ahead of James McLeod. You see he had 495 points. James McLeod had 491. So that's what made Jonathan Morris, by 4 points, win Rookie of the Season. We had 64 drivers this season. We're going to have a lot more next season. As a matter of fact, I know in the Oreo Truck Series we've got 80 drivers, and that's only in the Oreo Cup Series. Okay, here's the rookie stand. You can see it was 4 points that Jonathan Morris got James McLeod for the Rookie of the Year. So Jonathan Morris is our Snickers Cup Series Season 2 Rookie of the Season. So congrats to him. And here's the rest of the rookie standings. Well, Adam Chambers defied all odds, won the championship for Richard Childress Racing for Season 2. It was Jonathan Morris overcoming the odds and winning by 4 points the Rookie of the Season. Connor Breton killed everybody after starting in 39th to win the race, his first career, and Season 2 is now over. Now with Season 2 over, for those of you that are looking forward to Season 3, here's what's going to be coming your way next. This is what we got for the upcoming Daytona event. We got the Budweiser Shootout practice, where we right now have 22 drivers who are in that field. We'll be covering the practice and seeing what their cars are like. Then we're going to be following up with the Bud Shootout. Then all 3 series will be heading to Daytona for qualifying races. That's where drivers outside the top 35 or rookies are going to be trying to qualify their way into the open spots available for the Daytona races. And then it's all into points races. The Daytona 200 for the Oreo Truck Series, the Daytona 300 for the Mobile One Cup Series, and the Daytona 500, the Great American Race for the Snickers Cup Series, will all be coming your way. So hope you'll tune in. Very soon we'll have the Buzz Shootout practice coming. We're going to get right into Season 3 very soon, and hope that you will tune in for that. Thank you all for watching Season 2. Hope that you've all enjoyed it. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and be checking back here as Season 3 will be beginning soon. You've been watching a production of the NNSCRA numbers with the NCG MRS. For everybody here, thanks for watching us this season, and we'll see you in Season 3. Jake Rogers, Timmy Pacioli, and Adam Chambers are our champions for Season 2. Who will it be for Season 3?